Hey guys, in this video we will be building a Canvas app with AI code tools. This means we will be using the skill and the MCP server to build the app. Also, we will be looking at how to create a new app from scratch. So we will use natural language and explain the application to Claude Code, and Claude will actually create this. You can also use this skill and plugin and the MCP server to update the existing Canvas apps, and this is done through natural language requests. You can work locally in your preferred IDE. I will be using Visual Studio Code because I've been always been there. And the next thing is that this works actually just like Claude. You just explain what you want, and the AI discovers the controls and the data, and then it starts generating the YAML files for the Power Apps, validates with the MCP server, and syncs to your Power App Studio. So that is the flow. And you do have some prerequisites, and this is .NET SDK 10 or later. And this is just required for the runtime for the Canvas app authoring. And you will also need GitHub Copilot CLI or Claude Code. And in our case, we of course use Claude Code. I haven't been a lot in GitHub Copilot. You also need Power Platform environment. You need tenant access and the maker role. So there you will just need your URL, and we will do this together. And then you also need co-authoring, because this agent will be, or the AI will be authoring with you. So co-authoring has to be on in your applications. Installing, it's just three things you have to do. You have to add the marketplace plugin, and you install the Canvas app plugin, and then you enable the MCP server by configuring it in the next step. So once this is configured, you can start using the tools or the skills inside there. And this is, for example, create an app, and you will see there are a couple of skills now. I think there are 4 skills, and of course there's some limitations which we will look at later. But for now, what we will do next is open a Canvas app, copy the studio URL, and then run the configure Canvas app. So we will actually start configuring the Canvas app from scratch. Take this and paste it to Claude Code, and then the generation will start. So this is the first skill. You generate Canvas apps from natural language. This is dash slash generate Canvas apps, and then you edit Canvas apps. This is the other skill. And yeah, this just edits existing Power Canvas apps, and then you can configure Canvas apps, and this is used to configure or author with the MCP server and your AI tool. So basically, what you need to do to create a new Canvas app is start a conversation, and then the MCP or the skill will ask you questions. Then you will review the code after it's generated, and you can test and iterate. When editing an existing Canvas app, you just sync the existing app, pull the screen and controls, and then you describe the updates, and then you review, validate, and iterate. So just always make sure you sync to the Power App Studio. Some best practices for Microsoft: start simple, very basic, and iterate and add complexity. So don't, if you overkill it and give it a lot of information, then you need to make it phased so that the agent also works on specified things. Test frequently, just it syncs with the studio. So check what's happening in the studio and give feedback, and be specific, because once you go over to spec driven generation, then you get more or better results as usual. And lastly, remember to validate the generated code against your compliance and governance standards. What we'll do now is we will use the terminal to actually achieve these steps here, where we install the Canvas app plugin. So we will need to add the Power Platform skill marketplace plugin. And once you add this, you also have to add the Canvas app plugin. So let's just copy this. And what I will do now is I will just choose one of my files here. I want it. I want to try something I haven't tried before actually, and test if I can just install it in this folder, so that I just use this folder. But let's see what happens. And once you do this, you can add marketplace, and successfully added Power Platform skills. And let's go back and get the other one too. And from there, I can just do this, install the, yeah. So what you can do here is you can either install for user scope, install for collaborators, or local scope. I will just install it for my user. And once it's installed, we do have to configure the MCP. So in the documentation, you will see after you install, you need to configure the before you can create and edit apps. So let's just run this and see what happens, because from here you will be able to just, so it's a non command, but once you've installed these two, let's see here. Once you've installed these two, this should work, but for now it seems like it's not working. So I have to reload. Yeah. So I forgot this here. Run reload plugins to apply. So reload plugins. So I have one skill, two plugins, one skill, 9 agents. And what you can see here is exactly these two here. If you want to learn more about this, you can navigate to this GitHub repo here with all the Power Platform skills. And in here, you will be able to see the Canvas app plugin skills. So in here, you have agents.md, you have Claude.md, and you have the references. This is the technical guide, the design guide. And then you have the agents in here, the Canvas app planner.md. This is an agent that plans app design. This is screen builder, the agent that builds the screen, and the Canvas edit planner. This plans complex edits. So take a look in here. I will drop it in the comment in the description, and you can see what is actually in the skills. So let's go back to our Claude here, and let's configure the Canvas app MCP. Now it's channeling, it's doing all the badoodling and whatever it does. There is a lot of cool words that show up here, but so it's asking me the code to the copy the URL from the browser address bar where your app is open in Power Apps Designer. So let's jump into Power Apps Designer. And from here, you will be able to see you create a Canvas app, and I don't have any data, but I have the Canvas app here. And what you need to do first is just navigate to settings and updates. From here, you will need to turn on co-authoring. Your Power App will be resaved. And from there, once it's saved, you just need to make sure that this is on again. So usually come back and check. I have trust issues with Power Apps, so I always double check. Then I will take this and give it to my agent there, make sure settings up, co-authoring, and I give it my URL. And once it's connected, you will be asked, yeah, it got this, and environment ID. Yeah, let's see, you want to proceed? Yes. So make sure you read through this and make sure it's actually compliant with your organization rules and governance. So this is what it says: restart Claude Code to activate it. Remember to use Claude Continue to resume this session without losing context. So we do have to restart this, and what I will do now is just restart, and then I will continue from there. So let's do this. Too lazy to receive without losing context, and then Canvas authoring should appear in the MCP server list. So let's close this and do this again quickly. Let's see, Claude. So MCP servers might execute, and we have the MCP server here. All tool calls require approval. Use this on all future MC. Yeah, okay, let's do this. And from there, I still have Sonnet on. Perfect. So it's swirling, and from here we can start to explain what we want. It's reading one file in the memory, and it goes back to picking up from the place where we stopped. So this is good, and it's recalling memory. This is something we can cover another video. So here we are, guys. It's asking me, what would you like to work on? Are you looking to generate a new Power App or continue building on something specific? And I can answer now and say I want to build a Canvas app that is a project management Canvas app. But one thing that you should know here is that in Power Apps, the skill for now or the plugin cannot connect to data sources for you. So you actually have to come here and add your connectors, your data sources. And once that's done, you will be able to connect and build onto that. So for now, data creation is not yet enabled. So make sure that you do have your data already added. So that's the next thing we'll do. Now Cloud Code is asking me for what I want to do. And I, of course, want to generate a new Power App. or if I want to continue building a specific something specific. So what I've done is I have my prompt generator here. It's a prompt agent that is grounded on best prompting best practices, and I just asked it to create a file for me, and based on actually a SharePoint list, and I got all this modern blah blah blah, and it actually gives me the colors, and I can change this. This is a prompt GPT which I use for my own prompting. So let's go back here. So I do have the file. I've saved it in the directory as an app file .md, and I will say I will tell I will tell Claude use at app and generate the Power app. So let's see what does this. It reads that file, and it looks at what I want to do, and it says generate distinctive. Yeah, and let's see if it actually remembers my yeah. Let's see if it remembers my link which I already posted. So now launching the Canvas app planner agent. So what is the Canvas app planner agent? Let's actually take a look at this while we're still here. So this is the agents we discussed a little bit earlier, and this is Canvas App Planner agent, which discovers resources, designs the apps, and presents plan for approval. So there is a plan coming out, and I need to approve this plan. So let's see if there is a plan here. And yeah, let's just do this for now. And always remember, guys, if you're using oh, what happened? Give me a second. If you're using this Canvas, if you're using these tools, MCP tools, remember to turn them off because they are always loaded into context and they use your tokens in Claude Code or GitHub Copilot CLI. While the agent is running, one thing I forgot was adding the data source. So you need to add the data source because the skill or plugin doesn't actually add the data source. So you should come here and add the connectors you want to use, and they will be discovered automatically as long as they're added here. So now I've added this, and I will continue building the app with Claude, and let's see what happens in a while here. So now we are in phase one, and the Canvas app is being planned. So if you want to see what is happening in the background for Windows users, you can just press Control O, and you can see everything that has happened in the detailed transcript. So this shows you where it's been reading. It read the app.md file, and it called the Canvas authoring list data sources. And once you're done, we can just go back and watch the plan Canvas app. The plan will come out, and then I will get to read it, and then I will have to approve this. So, and if you want to change model, you just go to model and change it. And now you can actually see the, let's see, Canvas. You can see the tools here: edit Canvas app, generate Canvas app, configure Canvas app, and these are the three ones that we already spoke here. We already discussed in the video. So make sure that you install them in the correct way, and you can test them to just see how they work. And while this is building, I will go and get myself a new coffee. Then we can come back and look at how the app is looking and accept the plan. Yeah, so after fighting a little bit with Claude, we have reached to a point where work tracker that follows this styling and procedure there, and you can see that it write up with formulas and mock data. Okay, so let's see. So let's accept. Yeah, I will just allow all for this session so that we don't spend time on accepting stuff, and you will see the tokens that are being used here and whatever is going on in here. So let's just make this smaller, and the app is back there. So it's writing the screen dashboard screen. Let's see, give it some time and see what happens. Also, while we are at this, just remember that if the agent doesn't follow what you want to do, just make sure that you explain it really well and make sure you don't over explain. I actually did that mistake because I told you in the video that you should keep it simple. Keep it simple in the beginning, then continue iterating from there. So my job today is just watching this stuff work, but let's refresh and see if it actually did do anything in the application. And yeah, we are co-authoring, so if it doesn't save, then things don't go well. But let's see what actually this skill has done for us now. Give it a second here, and let's see. Look what is going on here. It's writing the screen, edit screen, nothing happened. So compile and fix errors. Okay, maybe it's going to happen after everything is done, but for now, I don't have anything in my application at all. So let's wait and see what happens when it compiles and fix the errors. So now we are to compile and fix errors, and I can see it's asking me to proceed. Let's do that and see what happens now. So it's compiling and fixing the errors. So I will wait to see what happens in the background here. Come on, Claude, and come on, Power Apps. This should be working soon. I'm getting impatient and drinking my coffee here. You see, I have this cockfighting from Bali, but I'm looking forward to see what I spent almost 30,000 tokens on in Power Apps and Claude. Guys, finally the moment of truth. Let's look at how this app looks. So it's finished and synced. Let's see what it created here. So let's just play the app. Okay, so these are my tasks. Active, done, urgent, okay. This is the dashboard, work items. I can see my work items here. Really weird, but this is the first iteration, so I don't have any items to be honest. So let's create a new item and work item, test, description, something, category. Okay, and in progress and low, dates assignment. Let's take it from here to here, and it's assigned to. Okay, so this is not fired up yet. This is not connected. And create item. Let's see if this works at all. Okay, it created an item, but it didn't find the user. So let's go back to work items and search work items. Yeah, it created this stuff, and this is the dashboard. Let's see. Test. This is the one that we just created. It's medium. But hey, this is the first iteration, and it's pure, honestly, pure AI slope. I just wasted some tokens on this, but at least I've shown you how to set this up, and you can do it for yourself. To be honest, I will not be doing this, at least for now. I will not. I will be using tokens on other things, and this is fun, and probably way to go in the future with more abilities through the MCP server and the skills getting upgraded. But for now, this is what you will get, or you probably will get simpler applications to look better. But it is what it is. And let's see the last one here. Edit details. Yeah, it's the same things everywhere. So let's maybe mark as complete to see. Mark complete. Okay, this doesn't work at all. But fine, we've done this. We've used Claude Code and created the app and opened it in Power Apps and connected to the SharePoint data. It works, and what you need to think about is just make it smaller, start simple, and continue building from there. So this is it for the video, and I hope you at least learned how to set the setup. And this is the app I got. Maybe you are better at prompting than me, and you will get a better looking app. But good luck with your building using AI tools in Power Platform, guys. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.